Dear 11th class economics students, Assalamu alaikum. In our previous lecture, we were discussing the state of Indian economy on the eve of independence. There we discussed the state of Indian agricultural sector and the level of economic development of India during British rule and on the eve of independence. And we came to the conclusion that throughout the British rule, Indian economy experienced a very low level of economic development. Agricultural sector was badly hit, which directly or indirectly faced constant deterioration and stagnation during British rule. Now in today's lecture, we will discuss the state of industrial sector of India during British rule and on the eve of independence. Now let us discuss the impact of British rule on India's industrial sector. Students, before British rule, India was well known for its handicraft and textile industries, particularly in the fields of cotton and silk textiles, metal and precious stonework, etc. These products enjoyed a worldwide market due to the fine quality of material used and the high standards of craftsmanship. But during British rule, India failed to develop a sound and strong industrial base. The states of industrial sector during British rule can be well defined by the term systematic deindustrialization, which implied two important things. First, the decay of, that is, the downfall of world famous handicraft industry of India owing to discriminatory policies of the British government, and second, bleak, that is, the low growth of modern industry owing to lack of investment opportunities. Now, coming to the downfall of India's handicraft industry during colonial rule, students, as I already told you that before British rule, India's handicraft industry enjoyed worldwide reputation, but the misrule by Britishers in India led to the decline of Indian handicraft industry. The Britishers followed a discriminatory tariff policy in India. Students, tariff is a tax or duty on imports and exports between different countries. So, under discriminatory tariff policy, Britishers allowed tariff free exports, that is, a tax free exports of raw materials from India to Britain in order to feed Britain industries, and tariff free imports of British industrial products into India. But on the other hand, they imposed heavy tariffs on the exports of Indian handicraft products. As a result of the heavy tariffs, the Indian exports of finished goods, especially handicraft products, they became costlier, and consequently its demand in the international market fell drastically, that eventually led to the collapse of Indian handicraft industries. Thus, we can say that due to the discriminatory tariff policy of Britishers, British industrial products started gaining the Indian markets, while the Indian handicraft products they started losing their domestic as well as foreign markets. Hence, decay of handicraft industry was the end result. Second important reason for the downfall of India's handicraft industry was the competition from British machine-made products. Students, the machine-made products from Britain, they were low-cost products and were better in quality than the Indian handicraft products. Indian handicraft goods could not stand the stiff competition from the cheap, that is low price, machine made products from Britain, which forced the Indian craftsmen to shut down their business. This appearance of princely courts is the another reason for the decay of handicraft industry in India. Students before the British rule, Nawabs, Rajas, and emperors ruled different parts of India. They used to patronize the handicrafts, because of which the Indian handicraft industry had acquired international reputation. But the beginning of British rule in India implied the end of princely courts and thereby the end of state patronage to the handicrafts, which consequently started decaying. One more reason is the emergence of new pattern of demand in India. Dear students, owing to the impact of British culture, a new class emerged in India which keenly adopted the Western lifestyle, that is, the lifestyle of British people. This consequently changed the pattern of demand in favor of British products and against the Indian products. As a result, the demand for British products in Indian market is increased and the demand for Indian products decreased, and the end result was the downfall of Indian handicraft industry. Students, the introduction of railways in India by Britishers also contributed to the downfall of Indian handicraft industries. Guided by self interest, the British government introduced railways in India in the year 1853 in order to facilitate transportation of the British products across different parts of the country. The introduction of railways expanded the market for the low price British goods. Consequently, the demand of high priced handicraft products started to fall, thus leading to the downfall of handicraft industry. Dear students, due to the decline of handicraft industry in India, millions of craftsmen became unemployed, which created a large scale unemployment in the country. The unemployed craftsmen, in the search of their livelihood, migrated from urban areas to villages, which increases the dependence of population on agricultural sector in villages. Also, due to the downfall of handicraft industries, the consumer demand in the Indian market could not met by the supply of locally made goods, which thus encouraged the import of British manufactured goods much to their advantage. Dear students, alongside the decay of traditional handicraft industry of India, Britishers under their rule, they neither permitted modernization of industries nor did they encourage the growth of heavy industries in India. It was only in the second half of the 19th century that the modern industries showed their emergence, but the growth of such industries was very low. This development was, however, confined to the setting up of cotton and jute textiles, followed by some iron and steel enterprises. The cotton textile mills were mainly located in the western parts of the country, that is in the states of Maharashtra and Gujarat, and jute mills were located in Bengal. First iron and steel industry established during British rule was Tata Iron and Steel Company, incorporated in August 1907 in India. This company established its first plant in Jamshedpur, Bihar, at present Jharkhand. Some other industries which had their modest beginning after World War II were sugar, cement, chemical, and paper industries. But, dear students, these industries were the result of private endeavor without any state initiative and participation. The important point to note is that during British rule, there was no capital goods industry, or we can say heavy industry, like machines and industrial plants, which could help in further the process of industrialization. The capital goods industries, they require huge investment, which was beyond the means of the Indian investors. The British government did not give any priority to the development of capital goods industries. So, to conclude, we can say that on the one hand, India's traditional handicraft industry declined owing to unjust policies of British government, and on the other hand, the growth of modern industry in India was so low during British rule that it hardly contributed to the GDP, that is the gross domestic product of India. Thank you.